Hello everyone, welcome back to the Homeworld Remastered Let's Play. Last time we came across the spooky ghost ship and ended up conquering that little thing, and this time we are going to be going on to Mission 10, the Supernova Research Station.
We are about to enter the outer limits of the Tidan Empire. As we approach the galactic core, resistance is expected to increase. We have identified a weak point in the enemy defenses. There is a remote research station located near an active supernova. It should only have a minor garrison protecting it.
Hyperspace jump successful.
4 copies.
We have cleared the outer rim dust bank.
Understood.
The research station is located here. Assemble a heavy strike force and destroy it.
The supernova is 215 light years away. It is emitting intense radiation.
Strike craft are especially vulnerable to this radiation. Capital ships will be the most effective due to their heavy armor. Research Division reports it is now equipped for proximity sensor technology. We advise commencing research immediately.
New formation acknowledged.
Well, that sounds horribly
Copy.
dangerous.
Strike group acknowledged.
Yes, and how dangerous it
Group
is. In
4
fact, this
Strike
mission
group confirmed.
was a complete disaster for me.
Group
So
9
if any of you have
standby.
been watching this and being like, oh man,
Group 8
he's
copies.
just... he was doing better than me. I don't know how I'm supposed to beat these
Standing by.
missions. This is the mission where I get a
Repairs
huge
initiated.
setback.
Group 10
It's
reporting.
quite bad, so hopefully I can help you guys out with
Destination locked
avoiding
in.
horrible,
8
horrible
reporting.
things happening later on in this mission. Essentially, all you have to do is there are dust clouds that are easily visible on the map in this stage. You just have to kind of stick to the dust clouds. One big thing that you cannot do on this map is you cannot tell your resource collectors to just go collect resources. It is a death sentence. The resources on this map are out in the open, where the supernova radiation will completely destroy them incredibly quickly. So it is not worth your time at all to ever try to go out and gather the resources on this map. Actually, the new thing they added to this game kind of makes this map kind of broken because of the fact that after you hyperdrive out, you get all the resources on the map instantly. I think this map was kind of designed with the idea that you wouldn't be able to collect a lot of these resources. But now, whenever you warp out, you're going to get this huge influx of resources for the next mission. And it's a bit much. It kind of makes up for this mission going horribly wrong. I don't really like Minority Corvettes in the single-player campaign because there's not really... I never found like a really good use for them. And they can technically attack other
The
ships,
enemy
but
is using mines.
I mean... You
Research
might as well just make
Division
attack bombers
reports
if
it
that's
can
what you're going to be
produce a
doing.
Corvette-class
But I
mine-laden
do
ship.
like him in multiplayer
We
because,
advise
at least in the
commencing
original
research
game,
immediately.
because you couldn't see them really, like they're really hard to see, and you could just make a minefield and have people crash through it and do a lot of damage before they even got to your army. However, in this game they made some changes, which I'll discuss in a second. Traveling through the dust cloud has a number of dangers to it. However, it's the only real safe way to make your way through this mission. The first danger you'll have is an incredibly huge number of strike craft. I have to admit, when I saw that group come at my army, I really freaked out. That's a lot of ships. However, if you followed my suggestions for the last mission, you should have a missile destroyer for this section, and the missile destroyer almost by itself can really wipe out the majority of these strike craft. However, this actually would be a good situation in which to have a grav well generator. If you had like one grav well generator here, you could take most of these strike craft out of commission very easily and just kind of kill them at your leisure. So that is while I don't build grav well generators, that is a good situation in which you might want to have one. Yeah, so onward back to the mines. After you fight the strike craft, the next thing you'll do is you'll start going through the minefield that the mine layer corvettes have been laying out for you. For some, like in the old game, it was incredibly hard to see where there were mines. They basically looked the same as stars in the backdrop of the map that you're on. However, they would be brownish color instead of white, so it was really hard to see them. However, in this game, I guess they decided to throw that out and not only make the mines huge, like the size of strike craft, so that you can easily see them, but they also are targetable by you, like easily. Like in the old game, it was really hard to target these things. In this game, it's just like, here, just right click it and kill it, whatever, who cares. And so I don't know what the danger in mines are in this game. However, if you are still worried about them, the best option is to just have your capital ships in the front and just have them kind of plow through the mines. The mines will not kill them. And if you have support frigates or support corvettes with your capital ships, they'll heal them back easily. There is no danger to the minefield whatsoever, unless you're just running frigates through it, and frigates might get destroyed. After the mines, however, is a kind of tricky bit. You do have to be incredibly careful here. This is likely going to be the first time that you see a heavy cruiser, I believe. It's a heavy cruiser and 2 destroyers here. I'm not sure exactly what you might run into because of the rubber banding on the difficulty on these stages. However, you have to be incredibly careful because heavy cruisers are very strong, and I lost 2 destroyers kind of really carelessly because I still had the rest of my fleet behind the destroyers because the destroyers were clearing out the mines, and then the destroyers were basically by themselves trying to fight this much stronger force, and they just got completely wrecked. So don't do that. Be much more careful with your things. And also, the only good thing that came out of this was I got a heavy cruiser with my salvage corvettes. I would strongly suggest that you do that because a heavy cruiser is basically an unkillable death machine. It's very strong. I've never personally done it, so I can't really speak to how exactly to do this. However, there is a way apparently around the capital ships. I'll probably link to a wiki article that discusses this mission if you guys want to know, in case you're having too much trouble just plowing your way through the capital ships. But as far as I understand it, it kind of involves going out of the dust cloud for a little while to go around these capital ships, and apparently if you do it correctly, they just will never fight you, and you can complete the mission without ever having to deal with them. Like I said, I've never done that myself because I've just always had enough of an army to just go through this, but it might help you guys.
Repair target locked in.
So finally onto the research station and the fleet that is protecting it. After fighting these capital ships though, this fleet is kind of pathetic and not really difficult at all. However, I do have to warn you guys, you have to be very careful about attacking this research station because it's not, I don't know that it's not in dust cloud at all. I think there's some dust cloud around it. However, you have to be really careful. I think you have to be far closer to the research station while you're attacking it than I am here, because I completely screwed up and I didn't notice that my ships were taking damage from the radiation because I was fighting other ships. So I was constantly getting, you know, oh, your ships are under attack warnings constantly. So I thought it was just the other enemy ships attacking me. But no, I was sitting in the radiation. I lost my entire collection of multi-beam frigates, and that is horrible because they are so good, and I felt so bad when this happened. However, it's a setback. It happens sometimes, and that's just something you have to deal with. I didn't restart. I just plowed on ahead with my horrible losses on this map. But we pick it back up. We rebuild. And everything's going to be good, I promise. Yeah, the only real danger outside of that, whenever you're attacking the research station, is this carrier that's out in front of it. The carrier will attempt to run away by just engaging its hyperdrive and jumping out. So you want to make sure that you still have enough of a fleet, I guess, to quickly kill a carrier before it can hyperdrive. I've never not killed it in time, but if you don't have enough like attack bombers or ion frigates or captured ships or whatever, it may possibly get away.
Group 5 napping, no problem. Strike group moving into position.
Enemy base and fleet destroyed. Hyperspace drives online.
Anyway, with the research station destroyed, that's our business done here. I'm not really sure why we felt the need to destroy this research station in the first place, because it's just kind of here. But that's what happened. I guess we're just hitting random research facilities now for whatever reason. So does that make us terrorists? I don't know. I don't have the answer to those questions. But it just kind of seems like an out of the way and completely insane thing to do, because the enemy already knows that we're going around the galaxy at this point. They already know that where we're at, pretty much. So really destroying this research station was not necessary, but you know, whatever. It's done. What's done is done. So I will see you all at the next mission.